Alright, so back to doing our NBA uniforms thing. There's the Orlando Magic uniform, the association, the icon, their black road with Orlando, not Magic. Statement is the blue Orlando's with the striping on the short. The city jerseys are Magic, the special Magic, with the logo with the star for the A and the star with the I, and an orange, orange pinstripes. Classic home jerseys, the Shaq jerseys, Magic all in blue except for the star replacing the A in silver. Away jerseys, those ones black with the pinstripes. Orlando on a 34. Alternate, the blues and all that. I think they like to wear those jerseys. And then they changed their jerseys to a crisper look without the pinstripes. Away jerseys, they decided to go with blue for their home road jerseys. Magic there, and then in 08, they decided to change it to Magic, but not have the stupid star on the front. Orlando, and then Association. Okay. So let's go with the Mavericks now. Uniforms. This is their normal one. Dallas 77 for Doncic. The icon jerseys, the blue Nikes with the silver rating. Statement Mavericks 77, the Jumpman thing there. Mavericks on the front, and the city jerseys Dallas 77, wearing the Dallas like the olden days with the Mavericks thing. We should be able to see with the classic home jerseys. So, kind of Mavericks 77 on the front in green, and then on the pants, on the shorts, you should be able to see the green basketball with the M, and then the cowboy hat over top. This is their road jerseys. 80-81. Oh, and then they went with green for their road jerseys. Black. Yeah, you see that cowboy hat over the M. Dallas, and then their home jerseys in 93 to 01. Stop around. Mavericks 77. Away jerseys, blue with Dallas on it. Home, and then they went with these home jerseys, the blue stripe in Dallas, number 77. Classic road jerseys. I believe that was around the time that Cuban bought the team. Dallas, like that. Alternate, like where the green alternate is Mavs in cursive and the number on top. And then they went with blue alternates with the number 77 there. Classic away jerseys, you see those, nice ones. Classic alternate Mavs in cursive with the number down below. An association. Okay, let's go with the Nets. Kevin Durant with these uniforms. Brooklyn, number 7 in black metallic writing. The icon jerseys, aka their road jerseys. Icon. I don't know why they just say away. Brooklyn black with 7 statement jerseys. BKYLN. That's kind of how they do the short form of Brooklyn. 7. And in gray. And the city jerseys are the Nets with the number 7 you see there. Kind of in the style of the 1980s. Anyway, this classic home jersey 77 to 90. I doubt that highly that in the 80s they had those Nets jerseys with the red piping down the side. But yeah, those are weird jerseys with the red lettering. Nets 7. They're road jerseys, blue, and all that with the red piping. And then in the 80s they had those Nets in cursive. I did not know that. With the blue numbering. Okay. And then New Jersey. That's kind of weird with those away jerseys. New Jersey being spelled like New and then Jersey 7. Okay. And then they changed to these Nets ones from the 90s. That's kind of what you see when the city outfits. Nets 7 red. Away jerseys, they wore light blue for a little bit for a season with the red lettering. And then they went with dark blue instead. And then they went with these Nets ones with the nets with the basketball and the hoop that looked like Saturn. And then their away jerseys were New Jersey, all one word, all in one area with 7. And then they went with the away jerseys putting Nets on it in red. Okay. Next up are the Nuggets. Jokic. For these ones, crisp with the red lettering and the black numbers. The icon, aka the road jerseys, Denver, dark blue, 15, orange, Denver. Statement jerseys, Mile High City. They're kind of a weird jersey and all that. And the city jerseys are these ones, Denver, in the 80s style lettering, all that, with the rainbow stripes down one side and the numbering. These were their home jerseys from the 60s. I thought Denver. Yeah, Denver was an ABA team. Kind of weird with orange and black. And then in the mid-70s in the ABA, they wore the Nuggets jerseys, the gold numbering, and the pickaxe with the gold nugget. Their away jerseys were blue with the nugget with Denver on their nuggets and the yellow numbering. 85 to 93, the rainbow jerseys has been called the rainbow out skyline of Denver, the number above the skyline, and then Denver Nuggets below in gold. Their away jerseys were blue and all that. See better skyline, and then they changed it to Nuggets, just that look with the black and gray and all that. Copper, sorry. And then the road jerseys were that color. I thought they were black. Because if I remember Mutombo, but no, that's not. Classic Home in 08, they changed it to kind of a light blue look with Nuggets on the front 15. And then their away jerseys were light blue with Denver in white. And then their alternates in 2009, dark blue with Nuggets and gold with the numbering association. Let's go with the Pacers. With those jerseys now, Indiana Pacers, like the looping letters and all that. The road jerseys are dark blue with yellow piping. Statement jerseys, Indiana, yellow with the triangle, kind of you see the triangle and all that. So triangle. And the city jerseys are the Pacers, those Pacers jerseys. Pacers, but you see over some letters like lines through it, kind of like a speedway. These were the jerseys from the 80s for Pacers and all that, with the stripes, because Indianapolis more speedway. And then you can see on the shorts the P, but you have a hand with basketball. The road jerseys were blue with the yellow, Pacers contained within yellow. And then they changed it to these ones, the Reggie Miller jerseys, as I call them, Pacers in lowercase, with the number and a triangle. The road jerseys said Indiana on it, dark blue. Classic home jerseys from 97-2005, they went Indiana, they went with the pinstripes and all that. And then the road jerseys were black and all that with pinstripes. And then their alternates were yellow and all that. So that's wearing those ones, pinstripes. And then 2005, their home jerseys were that, Pacers, just like that. And then the road jerseys in dark blue. And then their alternates were yellow. I believe I know what the next team is. Oh, the Pelicans. I was going to say the Raptors, but no. Pelicans. None. Wearing those ones. New Orleans, you see those. The road jerseys, dark blue. Their statement jerseys are red with the same Pelicans on it, number 1, Zion, and the city jerseys are those ones. Stop crossing your arms. NOLA, NOLA, New Orleans, Louisiana. That's what they are. And then those were their home jerseys from 02-05 when they were the New Orleans Hornets. In New Orleans, of course, they had to move to Oklahoma City for a while because of the Hurricane Katrina. The road jerseys, New Orleans like that. And their alternates were yellow. You know that New Orleans one. Classic home 08-13. They wore those ones, the normal ones like the Charlotte Hornets, but New Orleans on there. Yep, the Hornets coloring New Orleans gold with one, and then they changed to the Pelicans. Pistons, Kate Cunningham sporting the normal Pistons jerseys, number 2 in red. Their road jerseys, blue with red Detroit at 2. Statement jerseys are gray. So we're in gray, Detroit and blue lettering. And then their city jerseys are red Detroit on the front with the number and the blue, and on the shorts you see a lightning bolt. Classic home 82-96. Oh, these were the Bad Boys jerseys. I'm surprised they didn't have the 1950s with the Pistons logo being so weird. The road jerseys are like that in blue, and then their alternate, they decided to wear a red alternate of the Pistons look. And then 96 to 2001, the piston head, the piston horse, if you will call it, pistons, like that. And then the bright green. Their alternate, they decided to have a red alternate for that jersey. And then from 01 to 15, they were just the crisp piston thing with the piston head down there. Detroit 2 on the top. And that's it. Now for my team, the Raptors. The chevron jerseys, as Siakam reports, the chevron with Raptors on it, 43, and the red stripe on the shorts, with the Raptors thing with the basketball with the Raptor claw. The road jerseys are red with the black chevron, Raptors 43 in black, all that. The statement jerseys all black, Raptors 43 in red, and the city jerseys are the gold jerseys that Drake did. Toronto 43 with the dinosaur on the front. Those are classic. Classic home. Oh wow, they have the 46 jerseys that the Toronto Huskies, they played in the first ever NBA game against the New York Knickerbockers. But yeah, Huskies, beautiful. They even have the road jerseys in blue, nice. And then they wore these ones, the dinosaur jerseys. Raptors when Jurassic Park was a thing with the dinosaur with the jersey, his own jersey and then the shoes, but they have dinosaur toes coming out of it. And then the basketball, the road jerseys in purple, should be purple, and doesn't really look purple. And then they changed their look in '99 to the Raptors jersey you see there with red lettering, 43, and all that. Road jerseys were purple. That's at Toronto on the 43. Where was the red ones? But anyway, classic 07 to 15, they wore that they decided to change it to red because Canada, so they put red as a primary color. And the the classic alternates were black with Toronto 43. And those were kind of the jerseys they won the championship with. Houston wearing those jerseys, Rockets. The road jerseys red with white lettering. Statement jerseys black with Houston on the front, 35, and the city jerseys Houston in the weird 1980s style capitalization, Houston, and then the pinstripes for those 3D Rocket jerseys. These were their home. 71, they were an expansion team. While they were in San Diego, then they went to Houston, so they wore gold numbers and gold lettering. Away jerseys, there was red, wine and gold, kind of like what the Cleveland team wears. And then they changed it to Rockets like that. Rockets in that funky lettering. Their away jerseys said Houston on them. And then they changed it to there. I don't know if there's much difference. All that. I guess the shorts and all that. And then they decided to go with the 3D numbering and the Rockets logo with a huge rocket circling around basketball, Space City, or whatever it is. It's kind of weird because, Houston were two-time defending champs and they decided to change their logo. Kind of akin to the Penguins. After they won the two cups with Lemieux, they changed their logo. The road jerseys were blue with the pinstripes and all that and the numbering. And then they changed everything back to simple white with red lettering and all that. Red and gray. San Antonio. Wearing those jerseys with the spur for San Antonio replacing the U. Icon jerseys, aka the road jerseys, black with silver. Statement jerseys, those gray ones, number on the breastplate, if you will, and then the San Antonio Spur. And the city jerseys are Spurs, but they have green numbering on all that. That's kind of weird. These were the San Antonio home jerseys when they were still in the ABA. Gray jerseys with Spurs, 5, kind of different look. And then their away jerseys were just San Antonio black. All that. And then these were home jerseys, Spurs, like in a bit of an arc with the number down below. And then the road team wore, say, San Antonio. And then they changed the home jerseys to kind of be a crisper Spurs on the front. And then they were Spurs on the black road jerseys, not San Antonio. And then the other ones, I think they went a little bit crisper with the U. And then 2010, unfold your arms, mister. So I think it's like little subtle differences, but still. The Suns. Phoenix, Devin Booker wearing those jerseys. The Suns in orange. And then the purple numbering. Icon, Phoenix. Jerseys, purple. It says Phoenix in the front, orange lettering. Statements. The orange jersey. They're all orange jerseys with the sunburst on there and the number 1. And the city jerseys, the Valley. The Valley of Sin, I guess you could call it. So they call themselves the Valley with the look. And then these were the Suns jerseys when they came in the league in 68. Phoenix one, and then the sunburst on the shorts. Away jerseys were dark blue with the Phoenix sunburst. And then they changed the home jerseys. They changed the lettering on Phoenix on those, make it more crisper. And then the road jerseys were like that. Home jerseys. And then in 92 they changed their home jerseys to Suns on the front, and then right in the middle they would have the lines with the flaming basketball, if you will. Road jerseys were dark blue with the orange thing for Suns. And then their alternates were in lick. And then these ones, the Suns with the, what they call like the Ford oval and number 1. And then the road jerseys like that. You see gray on the side. Alternate Phoenix PHX in orange. And then they wore these were home jerseys, the Suns, with that weird numbering and all that. And then the road jerseys were blue with Phoenix, and then the sunburst and all that. But you can't really see the silhouette of the basketball. Their alternates were black with PHX and the number 1. Flex, well, that's kind of weird. OKC wearing these ones. Shea Gregor Alexander wearing these ones. Oklahoma City number 2. Simple enough. The icon jerseys, dark blue with thunder on the front and number 2. Statement jerseys, OKC in blue lettering with the number, and then orange jersey. And then the city jerseys are white with OKC on the side of the jersey, and then number 2. So the numbering on the right hand side, OKC on the left. Classic alternates were in Thunder 2, Thunder in vertical lettering on the left side, the number on the right. And then these alternates, orange jerseys, blue numbering, and all that. Timberwolves wearing these ones, the new ones, wolves on the front with the black stuff near the shoulders. The road jerseys, two variations of blue, dark blue and light blue. Minnesota 32 in white. Statement jerseys wearing the bright green jerseys, trying to probably blind their opponents. And their city jerseys are wolves, reminding you of those Timberwolves jerseys from the 1980s. But these were the first home jerseys for the Timberwolves from 89-96, just wolves in blue with straight numbering. The road jerseys were dark blue with green lettering. And then they changed it to that look of the Timberwolves, with Timberwolves in a crazy font and all that, with the black numbering. Away jerseys, dark blue. On the waistband, you see the trees for Minnesota. Their alternates were green or black, and then they wore these home jerseys, kind of weird with the blue outline, Wolves. And then Minnesota 32, their alternates were Wolves with wearing black with the blue stripes. Portland Trailblazers, Damian Lillard sporting these looks. Blazers black 0, and then you've got red and black stripe down there with the triangle, kind of. And you got black for Portland 0. Statement jerseys, the bright red that they used to wear with the black stripe, Portland. And the city jerseys are Rip City. That's what they call Portland, I guess. These jerseys from 74 to 77. The funny ones, they won a national title, a championship with those ones, with Blazers in vertical lettering. with number serial there. Yeah, you see the reds there, Blazers in vertical lettering. And then they would change the home jerseys to Blazers like that with the small letters. And then their road jerseys were black with the two stripes, red and white with Blazers there. And then they changed the road jerseys to bright red with the black and white stripes. And then at home they went with Blazers in capital letters, not small letters. Away jerseys, they went with black as the main color with red and white stripes. And then the home jerseys there, 06 to 17, I don't know how that's any different. Probably the crest on the shorts. Their classic alternate. They weren't wear the Rip City jerseys as early as 2010. But with that, with the Y crossing towards Rip. And then they would wear these alternates, like the reds with black and white stripe. I think Golden State, Washington. Yeah, there's only two left. Golden State, Steph Curry bringing those jerseys to repute. Golden State, their Warriors outside of a circle, blue circle with a number above the Golden Gate Bridge. The road jerseys are like blue with the yellow font. Statement jerseys, the Bay, number 30 with the basketball. And the city jerseys are black. The black versions, you still see the Golden Gate Bridge and the number. Classic, these are classic Warriors from the Philadelphia Warriors days. Dark blue Warriors in red font. And then when they moved to San Francisco, these were the home jerseys. San Francisco in gold. And then the numbers in gold. Their road jerseys were yellow with blue numbers and all that. And then they changed their home look in 66 to the city with a number above, a circle above the Golden Gate Bridge. Away jerseys were blue. You see the gold with the city. And then they changed their home jerseys to Golden State in yellow with circle, and then the state outline of California with where the Warriors were and the number 30 of the number. The road jerseys were blue with the yellow lettering. And then they changed that to Warriors with blue numbering on the outside outline of California. Kind of weird with Warriors and all that. And then they changed it to a white home jersey with Warriors state outline of California and the number. And see the road jerseys, dark blue with gold lettering. And then they changed their look in 89 to just Warriors with that font and all that. And then the road jerseys were still blue with gold. And then in 2002 they changed their home jerseys to say Warriors with the strange font, and then they wear orange numbers. And then the road jerseys blue with orange lettering and all that. Classic alternate, an orange jersey with Warriors in blue. I forgot about that one. And then these classic home jerseys, Golden State Warriors with the Golden Gate Bridge and all that. Road jerseys, yellow in the circle with the blue being outlined. And one more team, Washington. This is their jerseys, Washington, the red, white, and blue of the state of California. The capital of the U.S. Their road jerseys say Washington on it, still blue, red, and white, three colors for the number. Statement jersey, the District of Columbia District, prominently showed. And the city jerseys are just the blue Washington on the front and then the red striping. And then these are the classic 60s jerseys. The Siffers, they used to be the Chicago Siffers. Chicago was the team before the Bulls. So that's white with the gold lettering. And then 72 and 73 for Washington, when they were known as the Bullets. That was their thing. That was the straight shape. The number, and then on the right side, it was just striping. It looks like a J when you look at it. Away jerseys, yeah, orange, and then the blue J. J, J, J. And then they went with bullets and the red striping and all that, the number 3 on the front. Road jerseys were having blue at the bottom with the red numbers and all that, not to make you colorblind. And then their home jerseys like that, they changed that to just a simple white with bullets with two hands trying to catch a basketball and the number 3. The road jerseys are red, fully red with the blue bullets thing. And then in 97 they changed it to the Wizards because of the gang violence, so they went with Wizards with that weird W and all that. The road jerseys like that. They're alternates. A gold jersey with black pants and all that. Wizards in 3 in white. And that's it. So that's it for basketball. I hope you enjoyed these looks of old jerseys from years gone by. Anyway, I still have to do football and soccer, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond.